Hey everyone, I'm watching the recording of the San Francisco 49ers Jed York and Trent Baalke press conference from Black Monday where they announced why Jim Harbaugh had parted company with the organization. Harbaugh is now the head coach of Michigan as of today. But Lowell Cohn, who's a great guy really, and a long time San Francisco Bay Area chronicler and viewer of the sports scene and the football scene, and particularly the 49ers, I think went off the rails right about here. Listen to this and I'll explain why I thought that he did.
That's up to me. We might not win the Super Bowl every year, but we can conduct ourselves with class. And we can conduct ourselves in a way that makes me proud. And there are things that, and I will put that on me. I'm not putting this on Jim, and please understand this. This is not
Jim
me.
was being held accountable, and you guys weren't
we're all,
necessarily.
I mean, I'm accountable.
Now here comes Lowell Cohn with this statement. More statement than a question.
When you sent out that tweet, was that acting with class on Thanksgiving? You were the one who's brought up the topic.
Yeah, when we invite 70,000 people to change their Thanksgiving Day, routines and rituals, and we perform the way we did, I'm disappointed by that. I apologize to our fans when we didn't give them a reason to cheer, and they were there. They cheered and they stayed there for the entire game, and they did an unbelievable job for us, and we didn't live up to that.
I can tell you that I get a lot of mail and a lot of tweets. Very few people defended you on that. You may have a reason.
That's fine.
And Trent may agree with you. I can tell you that my readership really does not think you acted with class then. And maybe when Mark asks what you learned, maybe that's something you need to learn.
Thanks for the lesson, Lowell.
That, to me, was Lowell accusing Jed York of sending out a tweet that was classless, which I saw the tweet. He apologized for a lackluster performance on Thanksgiving when the 49ers lost to the Seahawks. I understood the motivation for Jed. He was pissed off the 49ers lost to a better team on the field, and the Seahawks were that. But I didn't see where that was a classless act. Lowell behaved in a classless way, accusing Jed York of what he perceived, he being Lowell, as a classless act. But there's an even bigger issue for me. When you're in that room as a member of the media, you conduct yourself with respect to the person that you're interviewing, not with anger as if you've been wronged or righted. You can use a style of questioning that indicates displeasure without being out of line. In other words, you can disagree without being, you can be disagreeable, you can disagree without being disagreeable is what I'm trying to say. Lowell disagreed with Jed in a way that's disagreeable, and I'm really surprised that he would treat him that way in that form. Covering the 49ers is not a right, it's a privilege. And when you step into that room, again, I don't care which side of the desk you're on. If you're on the desk, the side of the desk where you're Jed or you're Trent, or you're on this other side where you're the member of the media, you conduct yourself with class and respect for the other person at all times. That was wrong. Now, did I like the decision that Jed and Trent made? No. I thought it was absolutely ridiculous to let Jim go. Will they replace Jim with someone equally as successful? The only way they could do that, frankly speaking, would be to pry David Shaw out of his job at Stanford. That's the only way I can see them doing that. I can't see any other way. Or getting Pep Hamilton to come and coach the 49ers, who is the offensive coordinator with the Colts. Why Pep? Because Pep was at Stanford under Dave Shaw, knows the system, knows the way of teaching football that was installed and instilled by Jim Harbaugh. That would be a great hire. Absent those two men, I can't see any other solution. But the bottom line is Lowell Cohn was way out of line. Sorry, Lowell.